Hello there, yes, it's the weekend. I presume I'll need to get fresh. Indeed. Just a quick one today, as my time, as ever, is quite limited. The notion of the blob is once again making its appearance, and, almost any government failure can be blamed on the blob, because there is never a problem with the idea. It's only the people that refuse to implement it. And we saw this most recently with a little interchange between LBC's Ian Dale, not exactly a left-winger, and Matthew Leash, a man who, despite all advice, still has that facial hair, and he's from the IEA. Let's just give that a quick look.
I can give time.
So why
time
did
again.
Liz Truss fail then?
Well, Liz Truss failed for her own reasons. Liz Truss tried to spend a lot of money as well as cut taxes without doing anything on the spending side. It was irresponsible. She tried to do too much.
Weren't you guys right behind her, though?
I mean, Liz Truss is Liz Truss. I mean, there were certain things that I supported.
But wasn't she your
there were certain
candidate?
things like the energy price guarantee that my colleagues at the IEA
to be fair, the
criticised
IEA were
quite
fully
heavily.
behind Liz Truss.
You were fully behind her, so yeah, I just don't quite understand why.
Well, I don't think that's true. We were behind certain ideas that we agreed with from
Didn't
Liz
your
Truss.
former director, Mark Littlewood, go to work for her?
Yes.
No. That's
No, I
true.
don't think he did. I think he was given a peerage by Boris Johnson. But
It's difficult to keep.
I mean, look,
Maybe, yeah.
the
Anyway,
point
just
about
teasing,
think
but-
tanks is that think tanks are actually, whether they're on the left or the right, are a vital part of our political process.
100%. Get ideas going.
And exactly. And sometimes, I mean, there was a book on the history of think tanks called Thinking the Unthinkable. And some of their ideas are unthinkable
But
and
I think
are
that's important
completely
to have
unrealistic.
unthinkable ideas
Exactly.
to get it going. I totally get that. But I think you should know who funds them sometimes.
Apparently, Mark Littlewood has not been given a peerage,
No,
according to Corey. He's correct.
Maybe he's going to
But
slip
there are-
in.
but there are rumours. There are rumours he'll get one from Liz Truss.
There you go. There you go.
Gee, I
And if
thought
not,
he
you
was
could
a...
Yes, Dom Jolly being sort of very gentle and accommodating there, and Ian Dale basically sort of leaping in to make sure that the exchange doesn't just get bogged down. But the exchange does need to get bogged down. The IEA boasted about having people for quite a few years in and around Liz Truss. Her premiership was very much directed by the core ideas and or values, whichever way you want to put those particular words in what order, of the IEA. And when it all went breast tissue upwards, they've simply walked away from it because it's not the ideas, it's Liz Truss being a bit useless. Yeah? You know, this very, very convenient blobby notion that somehow nothing is ever a bad idea. Rwanda wasn't a bad idea from Suella Braverman. It was all of those bastards that didn't implement it properly, or indeed the lefty lawyers, or indeed nameless people that just don't want to do things, who magically are in charge. And, you know, I do often mention this, but I just find it really dull and exasperating that these people cannot possibly admit that some of their core beliefs simply won't work. You know, I'm reminded of a notion. Can you imagine a left-winger going on and arguing that the only reason why communism didn't really work in the Soviet Union was that Stalin didn't kill quite enough people? Can you imagine somebody actually basically arguing that? And yet this is what we get from these right-wing think tanks. It's never that their ideas are bad and unworkable, or indeed completely break international law. It's simply that people won't do them properly. And their solution to it isn't to change what they're suggesting. Their solution is to get rid of the people that they see standing in the way. So you get these kind of editorials in the Daily Telegraph that suggest we should just do away with the civil service and levels of impartiality. Well, great. They're still not going to work, though, are they? Because you will still end up, even if you don't have Liz Truss, you will still end up with Matthew Leash, his moustache, and the IEA. A tale of woe. Do have a lovely, lovely Saturday. Enjoy.